Hello and welcome to the RW Floats Riddings 2-day festival. We've got 26 of the UK's best silverfish anglers here to fish over 2 days at what I think is one of the UK's best silverfish venues. Let's get round the lakes and meet them.
Okay then, you lovely lot, we are here at the beautiful Riddings fishery today on one of Gaz Rogers' On the Flyer TV for a 2-day festival across the Match Lake, which I don't know what it's called. I know it's called the Match Lake. What's it called, Gaz?
Riddings.
Riddings Lake and the Folly. So obviously we've drawn Riddings Lake today. Got reshard in my section. I'm on peg 23. I've not got a clue about this lake, folks. Honestly, I've only ever fished it once in the whole wide world, and that was doing a feature of a match fishing magazine, I'm going to say about 7 years ago. And I fished the peg closest to the car park, which is mainly in that direction right over there. But joking apart, it looks perfect for the waggler. But every time I mention the waggler to Jamie of the Hughes, he keeps shouting at me, so I'm not allowed to get my waggler out today. Cheeky! So it's going to be a long pole approach with little tappy micros and expanders on the hook, and then later on it's going to be magpies and casters short, not feeding loads of baits because it's ridiculously mild still, folks, and these carp are going to be going absolutely nuts later on. But it is what it is. That's the beauty of these kind of venues, you know what I mean? They've got loads of carp and feed all through summer, and obviously the silvers get left alone, but then the silvers will hopefully start to have a bit of a munch now. Richard won the match yesterday on peg 27. He's done 25 today, so he's going to be hard to beat. But, you know, it is what it is. Proper looking forward to it. The weather's nice, it's nice and mild, and we're going to get a load of bites, and you can't ask for more than that this time of year. You know, it's all about getting bites, and that's the beauty of these competitions, these silvers competitions that the likes of Gary Rogers run. You've got to support them, folks, because they ain't going to be around forever, you know what I mean? So if you don't support them, you ain't going to have them. Simple as that. So get on them. I can't wait, and hopefully get snarled up in a load of brown slimy things, poppadoms, and win a load of beer tokens. So wish me luck, folks. Ding!
Morning all, Andy Chapman here. Peg 29 on Gary's On the Flyer 2-day Silvers Festival at the Riddings on the match pool. Can't really complain about the draw, not that I'm any expert of course, but I did speak to my boy yesterday who I think had a good result off the peg next to this, so hoping to follow his lead with a few of those tips that he's given me. Probably going to fish on pellets to start with long and ease into it, not put too much bait in, and try and avoid these carp arriving.
Right, I am on the 2 days Ridding Festival here for On Fire TV. Silverfish only, which makes it really interesting. I've drawn peg 11 on Folly Pool. Now, I've only ever fished one match here, and I drew peg 11 on Folly Pool. So my experience of the venue is limited, and that day it was partly frozen. So I'm hoping for a slightly different day, but it fished well that day. So in my mind, it's mild. Even though the sun's out now, we're not forecast too much sunshine, so I think it's going to be good fishing. Don't really know whether to go pellets, worms, ground bait. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is basically get them all out, plumb up a few lines, and just have a fish. That's when I come to a new venue. That tends to be the best way of going about it. So it's a brilliant festival. It's on section point. There is 7 people I think in my section. So obviously the name of the game is to win your section, but you know what it's like when you're on a lake like this. There's totally different ends of the lake. I'm hoping this is the right end. Last time I was here it was the wrong end, but totally different conditions. So I'm hoping today we can get plenty of bites and catch plenty of fish.
Hi, my name's Danny Harding. I'm on the Riddings 2-day festival, sponsored by RW Floats. Yesterday I managed to win my section, but I put under pressure a bit because I drew outside of Jamie Hughes, which is enough to intimidate anybody, but luckily I managed to pull it out of the bag. Got a few caught, which was a bit frustrating, but managed to find them bigger skimmers which put me in front. But today we're on day 2, we're on the match pool. And I've drew peg 5, which is a bit disappointing because it's not the best area. And I've got Kerry on peg 10, he's drawn quite well. And Tom Scholey's on peg 12 or 13. So I've got it all to do again today. So hopefully I can pull it out of the bag, but we'll see.
So on day 2, I had a great day yesterday. Managed to win my section with £25 a skimmer. It was really interesting because I couldn't really see anybody and was ducking and diving and didn't know how I was going to end up. So I was absolutely delighted, especially with it being on section points, to win my section. Now, it's going to be tough today. It's going to be a tough day today because this lake's really interesting. I've never fished it before, but I can see here where I am, every peg in the line is in. Now, I'm assuming that's because this bowl is the strong area, but there's actually somebody who couldn't make it today, which is left match winner Danny down there on his own on peg 5. Now, doesn't look like the greatest of areas, but he's got loads of room, so fancy him to do well today. And I love the fact that I've got a battle. I've got Adam next peg, I've got Tom next to him. We're in a really tough section, so if we can win our section, we'll give ourselves a chance of winning overall. But that is a lot easier said than done. But as always, can't wait for it. Let's see how we get on.
This is the On the Flyer TV 2-day festival sponsored by RW Floats, and yesterday I drew peg 12 and I was really happy, to be fair. I really like the look of them pegs and that sort of like little straight there. Running through my match, I fed 400mm ground bait to start with at 14 metres. Caught on that for the first half an hour, then the wind started to pick up and the white water turned into black and white water and I couldn't really see. So I made a new line in completely dark water, I put some worms in. I pretty much caught on that for the rest of the match. Just popped in like a little nugget of worms and ground bait every like 2 to 4 fish, just gauging what the fish would like. And yeah, I managed to weigh 28 pound to win my section. I think I was second in the lake, so great start. Moving on to today, I've drew peg 31 on the folly. Got to be peg, there is leaves absolutely everywhere. I'm not liking the look of it, and it was flat carbon, but as you can see, well, I don't know if you can see behind me, there is a few, well, there's a bit of ripple now, so the leaves are being pushed in towards me. Looks like I can get me rig in now, so hopefully the wind stays like this, keeps the leaves away, and we'll catch a load. And plan is to hopefully just do the same as yesterday, put some worms in somewhere, maybe some ground bait, and yeah, hopefully catch a load of nice sized skimmers. That'll be the plan anyway. Another section win, hopefully be on the cards. Fingers crossed. Not going to count my chickens, but yeah. Wish me luck.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jake King. We're on the Flyer TV, sponsored by RW Floats at the Riddings fishery. Day 1, I drew peg 19 on the match pool. Had a late win, section win. Day 2, I'm on peg 9 on folly pool, hoping for another section win, possibly. Yesterday I fished pellet over micros. Caught stimmers steady all day, and probably stick with the same sort of plan on here today.
Right, folks, here we are with the 2023 RW Floats Riddings Autumn Festival champion. And you're no stranger to success at this venue, mate. 'Cause I seem to remember you picked up quite a few envelopes in the spring.
Yeah, I've managed to win it 4th last time.
You snuck in the frame, didn't you?
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So today I've managed to do a few things different and they've come out on top. So.
Right, I've got to put this in context. It's not just today. You've won both matches outright.
Yeah.
You've won the festival overall. And I mean, you've had, as sections go, I mean, you've had Jamie Hughes next peg yesterday on an M peg.
Yeah, that was
Took him
daunting.
clean out. Talk us about that. Talk to us about that. I mean, how did that pan out?
The draw were alright, they were decent, but we had a lot of leaves in our peg and I was getting frustrated with chipping out 30 metres and breaking down my pole and catching leaves. And so I sat short and I found that the bigger fish were short.
Yeah.
And then the few fish I got before Jamie got put me in front, and I managed to keep in front throughout the match.
No mean feat, mate, in that company. But
yeah.
Awesome. So you won the match yesterday, £31. That also won you the biggest weight at the festival, worth 270 quid as well.
Yeah.
Today we were on the match lake, and you weren't too happy with your draw.
No, well, I don't really know that lake, to be honest, and everybody I spoke to said it weren't very good. But fish swim and they can be anywhere, so I weren't really that bothered, but it just is what it is. It were all in or go home.
Got to go hard or go home.
Yeah.
So you've had a very positive attack today. Pellets about 7 metres out, is that right?
Yeah, I've just done pellets. Because the fish was the same stamp at 30 metres and they were short, so I've just sat short most of the day. It's not all gone my way. I've had to work feeding out different types of feeding, and I've had a few little quiet spells, but yeah, managed to come out on top again.
Yeah, brilliant performance.
So,
that gave you obviously 2 match wins, festival win. You picked up probably not far off 1,800 quid. For
yeah, I think just over.
What are you going to spend it on?
I don't know yet. I think our lass will spend it when she finds out I've won.
Well, absolutely awesome, mate. And I'm going to pester Gary to make sure we can get out with you and find out just how you catch the money on that pellet. So no, you beat me today. It's rude, that. It shouldn't be the bloke who bloody runs it.
Well.
Well done, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Awesome.
Thank you.